All right, man. Well, finally on the podcast. It's about time.
Finally.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Probably a little bit of drop shipping.
Yeah.
A little bit of scams, a little bit of MRR.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
Man.
Yeah, talk about what people are doing, what people are not doing. A lot of cool stuff, bro. But yeah, intro yourself. Tell the people who you are.
Yeah, my name is Gustavo Alcalde. Gus_Alcalde on IG, all socials. I do drop shipping and branded drop shipping. Do about $1 million a month. I have one 8-figure brand and a couple more. My wrap up, I do a little bit of YouTube on the side.
Nice.
No money from there. It's just giving free value out.
Yeah, I fuck with that. Yeah, man.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Yeah, man. So my name is Samar Mithwani. I've been dropshipping online for around 3 to 5 years now. I run an 8-figure brand. I have a portfolio of 4 brands, and we do collectively over $1 million a month, usually around 2 to 3 million. And yeah, stuff is going really good. You know, branded dropshipping is really what we preach in like the Discords and all the communities I run. But that's really, I think, the only way you can really make money with dropshipping.
Yeah, there's no way.
In 2023, a lot of guys don't really talk about it, because it's not pretty information. It's kind of like there's a lot of boring stuff involved, like how to run Facebook ads properly, how to like brand your store, how to pick the right, formats and whatnot, but it's important shit.
Yeah. It's the real sauce, man. Nobody wants to do the real work.
Yeah, I guess like for you, what was the transition that got you into branded dropshipping? Because everyone starts with dropshipping.
Everyone starts with dropshipping, but I quickly realized when I would run up stores, get to like 10, 20, 30K a month, but what happens is it runs up for like a month, 2, and then everything dies out, and I realized like, there's gotta be something different that I'm doing wrong, right? And so I started looking at people like, back then it was the Udi guy. He didn't really start posting it, actually.
Oh, David, yeah.
You know, or maybe it's Jordan Welch, honestly. Yeah, because I think Jordan Welch back there was running up his sleep mask store, right? So I started listening to him. Back then he had a brand. Yeah, so him and some other YouTubers, I started looking into it more. And realized after connecting with some people that these suppliers can actually brand your product for you.
Yeah, that's a big realization.
Yeah, they can do your product photography, everything for you, like easily for low price too, since it's in China, right? So I started a beauty brand, a makeup tool brand. It popped off with some influencer marketing. Quickly branded it. I wanted to test it out at least and see how that performed. And it's like this switch in my mind that it changed my life literally entirely.
Branded mentality.
Yeah, out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
What about you, man?
Yeah, it's a very similar thing.
How did you start, and then what's your style of branded dropshipping?
Yeah, so how I got into branded dropshipping was actually by accident, right? So I was running up normal dropshipping stores, like the pop-in shops, like seasonal shit. And by accident, I was on a general store and I'm like, hey, we got a lot of backlash for stealing content. So like, we have to open up a new store.
Yeah.
Like, might as well just open up a one product store at this point. So we opened up a one product store. We're like, you know what? We should just brand it. Like, why not, right? We branded it and we were like, let's get some of our own content. And we're like, you know what? This is going pretty well. Let's change up the packaging a bit. Okay, now that we changed up the packaging, maybe we should just get US inventory. It was an accidental snowball that kind of opened up this new door to me that, hey, branded dropshipping makes millions, right?
Yeah.
Dropshipping doesn't make millions, but branded dropshipping makes millions.
Right. What niche?
I started in lighters, actually. I sold electric lighters. This was my first brand. And I ran that up to a couple $100K, and I sold the brand. Not for much. It was a really shitty multiple I got on it, but I sold the brand, and that was like my first paycheck. And I'm like, okay, let's reinvest this and keep building, Yeah.
So do you think for branded dropshipping, you need a lot of money to start with?
So for branded dropshipping, I really don't think you need a lot of money to start it. And the main reason for that is because 2 things. 1, you could either partner with somebody who can fund your ad spend, or 2, you can just go down the organic marketing route. I think those are the 2 main things. Like, the only way I was able to start dropshipping with little money was because I would go into Discord communities and hit people up and be like, hey, can we do a partner store together? And split 50-50 on the ads. So I wasn't fronting all the risk. And if we took an L, it's okay, because I only lost 50%.
You're partnering on Discord's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I would go on Discord servers and be like, yo, does anybody want to partner? And I'll try and get the person to put the ads under their card.
That's risk.
It was risky. It was so risky. But the thing is, I had no money, man. I couldn't, there was no other way to do it.
So do you think somebody's approach should be that, partnering with people in Discords?
I think the best approach for someone starting out and wants to make money with dropshipping has to be organic. I truly feel if you put in the work and you order a product, as long as you're not a dumbass, you can make money with organic.
Yeah.
So for you, what do you think is the best approach for someone who's starting dropshipping?
I take a unique approach to branded dropshipping. I do something called AI dropshipping is what I've termed it, right?
Nice.
And so we'll order a product that we think is cool, has a lot of potential, and just one. All you need is one sample of it. You bring it in, make some UGC content with you or from a creator, from one. So you're probably investing like $100 to get the sample. And if you do UGC, maybe $200 more. So all in, you're in $300 to test the product, right? So what you'll do with that is you take the product, start clipping stuff from online, use 11 Labs to clone the voice and make it look like a celebrity is endorsing your product, for example, right? So you clip something like Kim K saying like, hey, I like, my favorite product is this, and she's talking about whatever, but if you clip it there, then plug your product in with the sample footage you took, and then use 11 Labs to voice over it with Kim K's voice, for example, right? Now you have a celebrity endorsed ad, and you paid $100 for it.
And how does the success rate look like for that?
It's crazy, right? So if you want the highest probability of making a product successful, you want to do AI dropshipping.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so you do not want to scale, obviously, with you don't want to scale with that content. But if you want to validate a product quickly within a week with the highest chance of success, you have to use AI dropshipping.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't think anyone else has talked about that.
Nobody talks about AI dropshipping.
It's real sauce.
Yeah,
that's real sauce. That's actually real sauce, bro.
Yeah.
That's really good shit. Yeah. Yeah, so my question to you is, how did you find out about AI dropshipping?
I found out about AI dropshipping because I run an 8-figure brand, right? So in that, in the course of making literally hundreds of creatives a month, we were using the same strategy for my brand. And then I was like, obviously, if this works for me, like it's gonna work for a product I'm testing out. So I started testing it at low scale, seeing how it worked out, and I realized quickly, like a product takes off like that.
Wow.
When you're using AI dropshipping.
So with AI dropshipping, what is your success rate, your testing success rate? Out of 10 products, how many are winners?
My success rate with branded dropshipping is really high because I'm super, super selective with the products I pick. So let's say we get 200 products in, right?
Yeah.
200 products gathered, I'll pick one, if that, right? So throughout a year, we're testing maybe 3 products.
Yeah.
So the success rate is probably 3 out of 4.
Got you.
Right now, all of those are going to be extremely scalable. Some of those will die down, obviously, eventually, if like the product's not the best.
Yeah.
But that's user error. So if a brand doesn't die out or if a product doesn't get to massive scale, it's my fault.
Yeah.
Right? So success rate is really high. It's just going to come down to, even me at this stage, I still make mistakes with the product selection.
Yeah.
So
what do you look for?
I look for just a good product, right? So if it actually solves a problem. You don't want gimmicky shit that's gonna die quickly with bad reviews and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because that's not how you grow a brand. You want to get to 8 figures. Personally, I think you have to have a product that people will come back to, tell their friends about.
Yeah.
That's how you make revenue easily without always having to be on the offense. And what I mean by being on the offense is having to churn creatives all the time, being scared of your revenue dropping, or being scared that you're gonna run out of customer or a customer pool, right? Sorry, that you're gonna run out of audience size.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you burn through like your 50 million market size in a couple years, then you're screwed, right?
Yeah.
But if you have a product that they tell their friends about, then you always have like a 20-30% returning customer rate because of that.
Yeah, solid.
So it's free money.
That's actually really good. Like, what's your returning customer rate on your brands?
Well, it's like 20%.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap. And that is, how did you achieve a 20% returning customer rate?
Honestly, I don't think 20% is that crazy. I know people that have like 30-40%, right? But 20% is good for like, you started dropshipping, right? 20% is good in that case.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
But like a 30-40%, like if I want to get to that level, for example, I'd have to do better subscription offers, better subscription tactics to keep people on for longer LTV. But yeah, no, it just comes down to having a good product. Honestly.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to.
Having a good product. And you found and tested all your products with dropshipping, branded dropshipping. 100%.
No product I started from scratch from zero. None of them.
Wow.
They all start from dropshipping.
Wow. So you started all your products with dropshipping. You were able to get it, in-house, 20% returning customer rate, like really solid brand.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome, man. It's really unheard of for someone to have a brand that does 20 to 30% returning customer rates stemmed from dropshipping.
Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of dropshippers and a lot of people can't pull that off.
Yeah, no.
So my question to you is, what steps do you take when you see a product working?
When I see a product working, the first thing I do is get UGC content in and mass quantities of it. The mistake everyone makes is they hire a UGC creator once and trust that their creative mind is gonna carry into like $1 million spending ad, right?
That's so true.
It's retarded. You need all the raw footage so you can have build a team out that can. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So you need that raw content so you can clip it together into not millions, but hundreds of ads from like 1 or 2 UGC creators. Literally, you can do hundreds of ads with 2 UGC creators and raw footages. You use the raw footage plus 11 labs to make infinite variations of your ads.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. And it's just like it's a cycle of you just keep making more creatives
Exactly.
or clips out of those creatives.
With just content and no customized product, no crazy store, as long as you have a good product and a good offer and decent creatives, you can literally scale to 7 figures a month.
So let's break that down. So you said offer, product, and creatives. In what order would you say one is more important than the other?
If you want to build an 8-figure brand, the order of importance is great product, great offer, and then creatives in that order.
Why do you say that?
Because product, if you have a great product and a decent offer, it's gonna sell.
Interesting.
Even with a shitty creative.
Interesting.
I've ran to 7 figures a month with a good product, a great offer, and shit creatives.
Interesting.
Literally.
Wow.
So
product is everything.
Product and offer is everything.
Got you. So it's so important people watching this learn how to find good products.
Yeah. Great products and a great offer, right?
Yeah.
So products, you can get away with a decent product and a great offer, right? Because you can have a gimmicky product, but if you have a solid ass offer, people are gonna buy it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have great returning customers, but
People will buy it.
you'll run it up.
Yeah.
Just quick bag.
When you're watching a beginner do product research, like what do you think they could do better?
Yeah, so the biggest mistake beginners make with product research is test a lot of gimmicky products that don't solve real problems. That's the number one mistake.
Yeah.
So what a gimmicky product is shit like
A shitty product that doesn't solve a problem would be like the monkey. You know what the monkey is?
Splat Monkey.
The splat monkey, yeah.
Honestly though, the Splat Monkey kind of popped the fuck off.
But those are for the organic kids.
Yeah. Okay. So if you want to take a branded dropshipping approach, like you don't want to have a gimmicky product like the Splat Monkey, right?
Yeah.
The returning customers aren't there unless you expand the product line heavily.
Yeah.
And even then, that's extremely costly. So for beginners, that's
Yeah.
not worth it. Right? You want to find a product that solves a problem. And also another mistake people make is they think that means health. Like it's got to be health related.
Yeah.
No, that's a huge mistake. If you find a product that's extremely easy to scale, but it's hard to pop off in the health niche.
I get
There's
that.
so much competition.
Yeah, that makes sense. I guess for you, what are your favorite niches then?
Me is beauty. The strategy I like to use to have a high success rate for product research is I pick one niche that I'm an expert in, right? And being an expert means, you know all the big brands, you know all the products, you know all the influencers, right? So you're really absorbed into the space.
Yeah.
And so what that does for you is when you see a trend coming, like or popping off on different influencers, YouTube or the TikToks, whatever, you really have to be in there because you can pick up on trends quick and act fast.
You understand, yeah.
Yeah. So you know what a good product is gonna be, what a like trend is versus like, something that's like a quick little 1 month TikTok trend. Like you don't want to hop on those. But when you see something solid, for example, the volcano rollers, right?
No, yeah.
Last year that popped off hard, right? Because it was actually a problem solving product. So I knew a lot of people that ran that up and made a bunch of money with it. Even though it was low AOV, but still.
It was still a cool product, yeah.
It's still a problem solving product.
That's cool. Did you ever have limiting beliefs that like, hey, I'm not a girl, I can't sell this type of stuff?
Oh yeah, that's a
common question.
That's
I
a
get
common
lot.
question. Yeah, it actually is. So yeah, you do not have to be a female to sell to females. It's like
Thank you. He
stupid
said it.
mindset,
He
bro.
said it here. He said it here.
Yeah, it's retarded, man. We literally do 8 figures with selling to only females.
100%,
Only. I have
man.
no store that runs to males.
Same.
Nothing.
Same,
yeah.
bro.
It's only females.
Yeah, like women buy, right? And I think a lot of the times when people get into drop shipping, they think, oh, I have to sell something I like and I'll buy. And if
Exactly.
you're like a boy, if you're 16 to 18, it's not gonna work out, right? The type of stuff you like is not gonna be what people are buying off Facebook and TikTok. So I really think that, yeah, you gotta get over that limiting belief of like, hey, I can sell to moms, I can sell to women, I can sell to grandmas.
Yeah. The MILF niche, crazy.
The MILF niche does go crazy. Yeah, I really think if you can sell to moms on Facebook, you'll never go broke.
Yeah. Yo,
Honestly,
yeah, cool.
like-
Get that tatted?
Yeah, I will get that tatted. But yeah, no, it's huge. It's really huge, right? What other niches have you messed around with besides the beauty niche?
Beauty niche, fitness niche.
Fitness
little
is
bit
a
in the
big
fitness
one.
niche, but beauty's my main. I would say beauty, fitness, and then recently home decor.
Yeah, that's a good one.
With your branded dropshipping approach, what niches do you like to go for?
So I actually don't like to look at niches. I like to look at just one thing to determine if this is going to be a good product or not. And that is if it's a shortcut or not. The best advice I've ever been given with dropshipping is sell shortcuts, don't sell products. So whenever I look at a product and I think, hey, is this a shortcut of some way? that's validation of, hey, this is gonna make me money, this is gonna make me millions. Some of the best products I've seen out there are shortcuts, right? For example, hey, don't go to the gym, use this instead. Or like, hey, you don't need to take care of your skin, you could just use this instead. Or like, hey, don't worry about washing your face 5 times a day, use this instead.
Right.
It's just a shortcut to something, right? Especially when you're selling in America and most of the people are fat and lazy, if you can tell them like, hey, you can be better by not actually becoming better, they will hop on that, right?
It's actually sauce. That's actually real sauce.
Yeah, selling shortcuts. And I've said this in a lot of different AMAs as well, and Q&As, is like when people ask me like, hey, where do I find winning products, right? Do I go on TikTok Creative Marketplace, or do I go to PP Ads, or do I go to Facebook Ad Library? Like, where are the winning products? I always tell them like, dude, it's not about where they are, it's about what you're looking for, right? And if you open your eyes to finding shortcuts, you will see products everywhere. Like I'll walk down a mall and I'll see products all over the place just because I understand there's shortcuts everywhere. People buy shortcuts.
Okay, so where do you go, or how do you go about brainstorming for finding these shortcuts? Is there like
It's a really good question, right? So where I find a lot of winning products and winning shortcuts in a way is by reverse engineering products that have already made a lot of money. So a couple of years ago, I ran up this product which was called the Carnelian Stone. It was basically this orange stone that said like, hey, this is gonna get you laid, right? It's like girls would buy this stone and they would think I'm gonna get laid. Like the creatives for this product were literally, I bought this stone and now my boyfriend won't get off of me, right? And this product we did millions on, and it went really good. So for my next batch of like winning products I was looking for, I was like, how can I provide the same shortcut? And guys, there are a lot of products out there that give out that same shortcut. So yeah, that's kind of how I find a lot of my winners. A really cool thing that I was able to do a couple weeks ago was I was able to go to some of the biggest dropshipping warehouses in China, right? And when I was meeting with these dropshipping guys, these fulfillment guys who've been in this space for 8-9 years, I got the pleasure of asking them like, hey, what are some of the common traits you see between products and people that make it in dropshipping? Like for the $1 million clients you have in dropshipping, what are they doing? Like what's going on there? And the number one thing they were saying was they were selling products that were shortcuts, not just normal products, right? So when they were showing me the warehouse and all these other winners, it was all of these shortcuts all over the place. So yeah.
Honest, the sauce straight from the source.
Straight from the source.
Straight from the source.
Straight from the source. If anyone has a budget watching this, go to China and just start touring the factories.
Go. What are people doing?
What are people doing? When getting into dropshipping, what mindset do you feel people need to have to actually make money?
The worst mindset people have is that they go in and just want to make $5,000, $10,000, right? And that's a huge limiting belief in why your brand doesn't grow or why your store doesn't grow as quickly as you want it to, right? So if you treat things as a brand from the moment you hop on a product, your probability of success and the speed at which you can scale is going to be exponentially higher than if you go in and say, hey, I just need, a couple of UGC creators because I just need to hit my $10,000 a month for the first time, right? That's the worst thing you can do. 100%. So going at it with a mindset of, making a little bit of money, you need to go into a brand or a product with the mindset of, hey, I have to turn this into an 8-figure brand, and then all your actions will reflect that.
100%.
So Samar, what's the mindset that beginners need to have when they're starting their first dropshipping store?
The worst mindset someone can have getting into dropshipping that will not make them money is looking at it as how much money do I need to start? Every time someone has asked me how much money do I need to start, I've never seen them win. It's always it's a business at the end of the day, right? You have to, the real question to ask is how long can I be unprofitable for and still stay afloat, right? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna need to have money coming in. Like don't quit your job. Make sure you have money coming in and use that money to, test and keep trying different products, and eventually you'll get to a point where something works and you can actually go full in on it. I think that was the biggest thing for me, getting started with dropshipping. There was no other option, right? So even if I had 100 in my bank and I used that whole $100 bill on products and it didn't work, the next 100 I got was going straight to the ad account. Like there was no stopping, really.
So what do you say to like 16, 17-year-olds that are starting that actually don't have money? Like you're telling them to get a job, like what are they doing? Yeah,
so for the kids that come to me and don't have money and want to make money with dropshipping, first of all, I resonate with them because, been there, done that, and I truly feel for their situation. And I'd applaud them for actually trying and reaching out to people like me to see how they can make it work, because most people, they don't even try, right? So the first thing I tell them is everyone has a different way of going about it. For me personally, I was partnering with other people that had money, and that's how I was able to actually, get the skill set and get some income coming in. But for most 16, 17, 18-year-old kids that are getting into it now, I truly feel you need to start with organic dropshipping. Post on TikTok, order a product to your house, do that whole route, and that's the best way of getting your feet wet with dropshipping.
All right, so where can people learn about the organic dropshipping model? Because honestly, I don't know that much about it
Yeah,
from
so
a creator's point of view.
Yeah, so there's a lot of resources on organic dropshipping on YouTube. You can just look it up. And then also I have a Discord as well, Jolt Ecom, shout out, where we teach a lot of stuff like that as well.
Okay, so how long does it take for you to get some traction with organic dropshipping?
So typically I would say it takes around 2 to 3 months to start seeing some sales with organic dropshipping. If and only if you're actually putting in the work. Organic dropshipping is one of the most mentally taxing business models there is out there because you're trading time for money. You have to post multiple times a day. You have to come up with different angles. You have to keep filming. It just takes a lot of energy and time.
Right.
But if you have the grit and you stick with it, you will make money.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you need to be smart to make money with dropshipping?
No, honestly, I don't think that you need like a college degree or even a high school graduate to make a lot of money online.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who are, for lack of words, retarded, stupid, whatever you want to call them, they're everything.
Yeah.
They're everything but smart, right?
Yeah.
And they make a lot of money, millions
Yeah.
in the e-commerce space. So yeah, you don't have to have like a college degree. You don't have to be some fucking valedictorian, right?
Yeah.
You just have to have consistency and discipline. Simple as
100%.
that.
I really feel you can be a dumbass and make money with dropshipping. Like me personally, I'm very degenerate. I'm not the smartest person. I did horrible on like my SATs. If you look at it from like an IQ standpoint, I'm not Sherlock Holmes. But I'm disciplined and I had persistence, and that's what got me my success. And I've seen countless other people that really aren't the smartest person in the room, but they're absolutely crushing it. So I think the two things that equate to success in dropshipping, neither of them is how smart you are. It's just persistence and discipline. That's all you really need to make it in the industry. Yeah, so what tactics I use to stay disciplined and motivated and persistent with e-com and dropshipping and all this, internet money stuff. It's one thing really, and that's the fact that other people are doing it. Right, so when I watch podcasts of guys like us talking about it and people driving nice cars and I see it's a real thing, it reminds me that, hey, I can actually go grab this out there. It's there for the taking, right? And that's what really keeps me motivated. Whenever I'm lacking motivation and I load up YouTube and watch a podcast like this, I'm right back to work because it just proves to me that it's possible. So for you, what are certain things that keep you motivated, disciplined, and just locked in when it comes to dropshipping?
Yeah, so a little bit more of a tactic approach. So after you're in that first year of, hustle mode, it's really easy to stay motivated, right?
100%, yeah.
After that, it's gonna come down to you building discipline. And I don't think discipline is something that, a lot of people just say like, oh, just do it, right? But it's hard for somebody to go from like A to Z just overnight. Yeah, so it's just building step by step these routines that, make you feel great in the morning, right? For example, the morning routine, it just sets your day up for success.
Small wins.
Yeah, small wins.
Yeah.
Small wins.
That's really good stuff. Yeah, a lot of people need to hear that. A lot of people feel that they can just jump into it and just, make millions.
24/7 grind.
Yeah.
That's not it.
You need to get the small wins and kind of build yourself up, right?
Yeah.
Like do the push-ups, clean your room. Like this shit actually equates to success, and a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, literally.
So if you could say, because you got a lot of wisdom, right? You've been, you've made millions online. You're young, and you definitely have that guru mentality. You're a guru in a way.
Guru in a way.
In a way, you are a guru.
I guess. Do you think this whole approach of reading a book a day or like reading a book a week is going to help you make money online?
That's a really good question, and absolutely not. I honestly feel that reading is a leisure activity. Yes, there are benefits to it, but you can get more information from watching podcasts and actually doing the work. Maybe like 100 years ago, reading a book was the best way of getting information, but nowadays with like Google, YouTube, TikTok, you can get information much quicker and much more efficiently.
Honestly, that's so true. Yeah,
it's so true.
Because I used to read a lot of books like Think, Grow Rich, How to Win Friends, Influence People. It doesn't actually help. Yeah, you go to YouTube, you figure it out in like 2-3 minutes. Yeah. Anything you have a problem with.
Yeah, you'll really realize, and I had that realization when I was going through and reading books. I was like, wait, I could just get this from YouTube.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like the new age of entrepreneurs need to realize that the old traditional methods of read a book a day and, make sure you read the footnotes of the newspaper to see what's going on. Like that's not going to get you rich. What's going to get you rich young is taking action and being bold. That's all it is. So do you think people should spend the first amount of money they make online or hold it and invest it?
Ooh, tricky one actually. So you're gonna have to balance it because you definitely want to have money to continue scaling your business, but you also don't want to, be stuck in a room for a year or 2 years. Because what's gonna happen is some part of your life is gonna deplete from that. Like whether it's your social, your personal, something is gonna fuck up if you're not going out, hanging out with friends, going to travel, and networking. Networking especially. Networking is something that you will most likely have to travel to if you want to meet the big players and get in the big rooms.
100%.
Right? And that's where you're going to get the real sauce, honestly.
Yeah.
You'll learn real shit there that you're not going to find online. You're not going to find on a YouTube channel. Definitely. So that's going to require you to spend some money. So, or probably spend like maybe 10-20% of what you make, and don't spend it on bullshit, right? Obviously, especially when you're first starting out. Don't go buy shit like a car, but like use that money, spend it, right, to go to either an event or a networking place. Put yourself in rooms where you're gonna learn more. Yeah. But you can still have fun doing it, right?
100%. Yeah. I think you should spend the money you make at the beginning. I really feel like you should blow it. Because how I set up my businesses and how I teach people how to set up businesses is you can spend your money and you still will make more money. Right. And that's the whole point. Why did we go into business? It's not to save hundreds and millions of dollars. It's to actually go out and spend the money and have fun. I truly believe if you've made 10, 100K, whatever online, first of all that matters is your skill set, right? So it doesn't matter how much you have in the bank. Go spend that money, blow it, and make more. That's the lifestyle you should live.
That's true, because if you spend the whole time saving, you're always on defense, right?
Always on defense.
But if you're spending it, you always got to work harder to continue being able to spend, right?
Yeah, the secret to leveling up is spend more money.
Done.
When you spend more money, you end up putting yourself in a position where you have to make more.
Right.
If you keep doing that, you'll slowly keep breaking the ceiling and you'll get to a point where you're making millions a month and you won't even realize. What's the one mindset shift that took you from doing 100K a month to now over $1 million a month with your dropshipping stores?
The biggest shift I made was stop looking at the business as something that, I want to build up and then just leave it running stagnant, right? So a lot of people have this mindset where they want to get it to 100,000 a month, put a team in there and then leave it alone, right? Yep. That's the worst thing you could do. So what I do now and what I tell myself every single day when I wake up is, what can I be doing today to move my business forward? And so that can either be team building, looking at your marketing, even though we're at $1 million a month, I'm still always looking at, for example, checking out the emails, the SMS campaigns, our backend systems, my team, how can we improve? Can I put them on like some sort of, for example, my creative director, this week I paid for him to go to a seminar and learn a bit more. So it's always something you could be doing in your business to continue to move it forward. The worst thing you can do is let it coast.
100%. So always focusing on growth.
Yep. And that's how your business is going to grow, literally. So
and that's how you are going to grow as well. Yeah, I think that's a good way to end it off. Never stop growing.
Never stop growing.
Yeah, subscribe and like, guys.
Subscribe and like.
So you can keep growing.
Where can these guys follow you at?
Yeah, so I have, I'm really active on IG. It's at Samir Ear, so my name and IER at the end. And yeah, basically every week I'll just post winners on my story as well. So go
winners,
eat up.
Free sauce.
Yeah, every week I post at least 3 winners. So go eat up on there. Yeah, and then my Discord as well. We're really active on there. It's free and we just give out all
the Discord
sauce.
Actually has a lot of sauce.
Yeah,
I've even checked it out. I learned some stuff in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on there, And yeah, my Twitter as well. You can see me shit posting. What about you? Where can the people find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all Gus_Alcalde, and I'll put a link in the description as well.